It's 4:24 p.m. Wednesday. Same time zone in Nigeria. This is where I'm going to be starting the vlog. I would like to share some, interesting updates. Since I got here from Nigeria to Netherlands. You've seen my previous vlog. I spoke about the scholarship I got. Is it this place? It's how many days here and I still don't know where the route is, but it's fine. So, yeah, if you've seen my last vlog, I spoke about how I got applied and got a scholarship sponsored by RNTC, and I think I promised that I would indicate specific things as to how my day or my week will go or is going currently here. And it's been like a huge culture, let's say country, everything shock. But I'll be sharing that subsequently. So, on this note, I say welcome to my vlog and stay tuned. You're in for some interesting content. Now let me move into the nitty-gritty of this video. All right, so the first shocker for me, which was not supposed to be a shocker, is the weather. Okay, RTC had earlier given us a series of warnings that the weather is quite cold. I was like, easy peasy. I got my winter jacket, got my head warmer, got my socks, gloves, everything on point. But getting to Amsterdam airport, I was like, what is this? I was totally taken aback because I was really shocked because I was wearing a hoodie and a jogger, which is quite thick, but I was still really cold. My hands, my legs, my face was going numb at some point. And yeah, that was really a surprising thing for me. In Nigeria, we have our cold period when it's raining, but the level of, okay, maybe because, of course, the degree is a bit really cold actually, but I was just not expecting rather that it was going to be that cold. And the fact that the weather here is quite chaotic. 1 minute it's raining, the next minute it's snowing, the next minute it's just outright cold, and then you can see sun and the sun is seeing me and I'm not feeling the sun. It's not just gelling. I don't understand. And yeah, moving to my next shocking moment as a Nigerian here for the first time in Netherlands is the food. So I don't want to badmouth, but coming from Nigeria where we like or we love spicy, particularly as a Yoruba girl, I love spicy food. Here, I think maybe it's sort of common with most foods in the abroad, but it was quite bland. So far, just been eating like eggs and bread and snacks. You get. Not until we met two African ladies from Kenya who told us that, oh, they went to a particular restaurant and they ate rice. We were so excited. As in, I've never been this excited about rice in my life. So much that I trekked 2 to 3 hours because I wanted to eat rice. And to the greatest disappointment I've ever had, it was just a sorry looking rice. In fact, I didn't understand the taste, and oh my god, I don't want to have that experience. I just wish. Anyways, I spent like 14 euros on rice, and don't convert that amount for me in the comment section because I'm going to block you. For the first time, I've never believed that I would actually crave rice so much or something really spicy, and we just couldn't get that particular taste. But fortunately, a Nigerian, my friend from Nigeria who is also here, got to know about this Indian restaurant, and I had my first taste of spicy for a long time. I mean, it's been bliss. So yeah, I usually go for the normal bland taste. And then I noticed that their bread is actually very hard here, maybe because of the weather, but that's one thing you should look out for that you shouldn't be surprised about. They have very hard bread. Well, some soft, but mostly I've seen a lot of hard breads around. And yeah, then another shocking thing is the water. Although be given prior information that you can actually drink your bathroom water. I know it sounds shocking, at least that was also the reaction I got. But yes, that has been like my go-to source of water basically. So I heard that the water here is classified as the safest and the cleanest water to drink. The next thing I found really shocking is the fact that there is no class system here, particularly in Haarlem. I don't know about Amsterdam, but particularly in Haarlem here, you don't know who is rich, you don't know who is poor. Everybody is just on their own. I mean, you see everybody, the major means of transportation here is bicycle. You see cars, but you see mostly bicycles. And I think because they give incentives for using bicycles, so you really don't know. You see like an aged person riding bicycle to wherever they're going to, and there is no like glamorous clothing, or unlike our Nigeria where we get vibes. If you see person we get car, big car, you know that this person is from a rich home, or like even with the way they dress and all that. But here is all like everybody's simple. The houses the same, the cars. Only if you are like a car person that you get to know, oh, this car is actually expensive. You won't know that it's actually expensive. Like I've seen some Teslas around, but like on the average, it's just buses, cars, and bicycles, mostly bicycles. And then the transportation system here is really structured. I believe that is common in the abroad. I mean, back home in Nigeria, well, let's not do the comparison. So I like the fact that when you get to like a T junction, there's something you press, and then you press it, and it gives there's a pathway for the bikes, there's a pathway for like people like us who are working, there's a pathway for cars. So there's something you press close to the stop signs, where it automatically indicates when you're supposed to pass, move from one spot to the other spot. It wasn't really shocking, but I mean that's quite a really good initiative that I feel we could also um, adopt in Nigeria. And one other thing I find that was also really surprising yet a very beautiful is the learning institution where I take my lectures. Okay, so it's a dome, but it's the history behind the dome for me, because it was once a prison. I mean, there were inmates there, and then they freed all the inmates. I can't remember particularly the year. I'll try and do like a YouTube video on the structure of the on the history behind this particular building. So they freed all the inmates and then turned this particular dome into working spaces. So, and you would actually see that it looks like a prison because they're like in small, the rooms are really small, the doors are like iron barred, the walls have burglary and all of that. But the fact that they were able to innovate it and not turn it into working spaces, that was like bomb for me. So yeah, that's been my experience so far. Harlem is a very beautiful city, besides the fact that I've seen very few friendly faces. Everyone here just minds their business. Nobody really looks at you. Of course, you will notice that you're like the only black person in aside when we move in a group, but most of the time when you're walking on the street, you're most likely maybe one or two blacks on the street. But everybody just minds their business. We have very few friendly faces, and I wish they can actually be more receptive and welcoming. But I mean, it's fine. So yeah, so far my experience here in Haarlem, Netherlands has been amazing. I love the quiet, I love the easygoing nature, and yeah, I've not really had enough rest as you can see me, because I've been moving up and down and all of that. So join me in my next video where I went to Amsterdam to do some shopping and some sightseeing with my Niger folks. And if you haven't subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? Bye.